I have been living for 40 years. I have never broken myself.
Mm.
I don't think about this.
This question can start the thinking process of the customer and open their mind to see the need.
Yes.
Today we are talking about the most powerful sales questions. Today is about what if.
Yes, this is very helpful question. I use it on nearly every single meeting with the client.
For me, this is one of the simplest but most powerful questions. It's great as it can be used to ask about some general matters and some specific matters as well. It works well whatever you are working with business or individual clients.
Yes, but in addition, this question can be used in everyday life. I remember buying when I was buying the made-to-measure suit, and the seller mentioned the product warranty. Purely theoretically, I asked if I got fat and my waist size will be increased, whether it also will be covered by the warranty. It turned out so. If I hadn't asked, I might have no found about it.
Yeah, I understand this case really well, believe me. What about more business cases? How can we use this question in a practical way in a everyday business practice?
I use it, for example, with what if you were unable to work for the next 12 months?
Okay. What if you lose access to all your data right now?
Oh, I, I couldn't imagine this.
Mhm.
Or, for example, what if you break your leg?
Yeah, that's a good question. What if your car break down?
Yes, what if you will be diagnosed with a critical illness?
Mm. Okay, so what if you pass away today?
Yes,
Or what will happen to your company if your sales drop down by 20%? What will
exactly.
happen if your sales increase by 20%?
Or what if you increase the number of phone calls you make weekly by 20%?
Okay, that's a great question. Actually,
Yes,
I think every sales advisor should ask and answer for this question.
yes, exactly.
Hmm. Okay. What happens to your business if a key employee becomes hard, disabled, or passes away?
Well, wait, is it the same what if question?
Oh yeah, it is. What will happen if your sales da 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 da? Yes.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah,
It sometimes needs to be adapted to the natural language.
yeah, yeah.
That's it. That's all.
Okay, so when should we use it?
Well, I think this is a pretty universal question. We should be able to ask this question at any time.
Mhm.
But the best time for questions generally is when we have a contract with a client that make us free to question.
Okay, okay. Also, we can ask this question when we're on the early stage of the conversation with the client, when we collect the basic data about the client to understand who is he and how can we help him.
Mhm.
I use it also to help me to explain how sophisticated product works. For example, many of my clients don't see the point of income protection at the beginning. So, giving the question, what will you do if you are unable to work due to sickness or health problem? So, giving this question, I think it helps them to understand the main purpose of the policy. To cover the expenses in the case of being unable to work.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yes.
Okay, so we have covered when we can ask this question.
Yes.
So why do we ask it?
In my opinion, this question can trigger the thinking process of the client and the client may just start wondering about the potential future situation.
Yes, I agree. As
Mm,
advisors, sales consultant, we need to reveal the current and potential future context of clients.
yes.
And this question usually helps us to do both. Let's say we are insurance advisors, and the question for the client is, okay, what if you broke a leg today?
Hmm.
And the customer can say, well, I will not able to work, and well, sometimes we need to give some follow-up questions, but the story basically can be like, I will not able to work, and I have nothing in place to secure myself. That means I will struggle to pay my bills, and I can have a financial problems.
Yes, it is good time to ask the follow-up question. What will happen next?
Yes, definitely. That's a good follow-up question.
Yeah.
Um, Okay, but we have got two kinds of benefits. Firstly, we learn about the current context of the client. We know
Hmm.
that the client has nothing in place to deal with this challenging situation. What is more important, this question reveals the context of the client as well.
Hmm.
There is a good chance that the client never had the chance to think about this issue and
Yes.
might be simply not aware about the importance of this matter.
Hmm.
Secondly, we started to forecast the future. For example, what will happen next? you don't have a solution in place, what is the impact of this for you in the specific scenario?
Yes.
Let's compare it to the different customer answer. The advisor might ask, okay, what if you broke a leg? And the answer can be, yes, that would be not nice.
Mhm.
Well, I will have to get some time off and I will need to postpone my professional development. Okay.
Yes.
And the client might say also, my company will pay me a full salary for up to 6 months, of sick, and I have savings for this purpose, which will allow me to maintain my lifestyle for 3 months. So I'm covered for 9 months altogether.
Look, this question often reveals the context of the client response, which may appear to be different. For example, when we ask, what if client break his legs? We can hear, well, I'm not going to work for a few months. Or, well, Camille, I have been living for 40 years. I have never broken myself.
Mm.
I don't think about this.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
this question allows us to reveal if there is a potential need. If the customer has no plan in place, has a particular partial solution,
Yes.
or has well-developed plans, this gives us the opportunity to check if we can help. And no, if there is a solution in place, this question can help us to test, to challenge different scenarios. As you said before, in many cases, this question can start the thinking process of the customer and open their mind to see the need.
Yes.
We not only build customer awareness about the current and future context, we learn as well. And
Mhm.
also we start to learn about clients' approaches to this issue, as you say.
Yes.
Does he care about it? Is it a deal for him? Did he think about it before? Does he have any plan? Is the plan viable?
Look, it may often turn out that the client has no solution in given area, and also he is interested in something else. And this
Mm,
is something what we want to know as advisors.
true.
Anyway, is there any potential danger in asking this question?
Well, no, honestly, I don't see any serious danger in asking this question. Especially if we have contract with the client, we are free to ask and we have the basic skills to
Yes.
convert
No.
with the
Yes.
client.
Yes. Yes, that's true. Although this question may evoke some emotion in the client, it usually also transfers to the emotions of the advisor. Remember, we
Yes.
talked about this a few days ago, actually.
Sure.
But at the end of the day, this is not dangerous question, but because we really have no influence on how the client will react on that what we said.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, excellent. Let's go to another question then.
Let's go.